In 2011, LaToya Ammons and her 3 children moved into a 100-year-old small rented house in Gary, Indiana. As soon as they moved in, paranormal activity began. First, a swarm of black flies. Weeks later, as they continued to be plagued by the insects, the children grew afraid as they saw a shadow figure moving around the house and between their bedrooms. As if a frightening figure wasn't enough, they began to find large boot prints around the small house. The family's emotional struggle began to escalate, especially with the children. The Ammons turned to the local Protestant church and someone was dispatched to the house for a blessing. After the blessing, activity skyrocketed with loud crashes, more shadow figures, and the kids beating on one another. The neighbors called the police, and Police Captain Charles Austin went to the home and was so scared with what he saw, he refused to return without other officers present. Later in 2012, LaToya was horrified by the children's behavior, especially that of her 9-year-old son. She couldn't understand their violent behavior. The woman at the hospital examined them and noticed the low, growling voices coming from all of the children. The doctor referred them to the local emergency room after reports of objects levitating briefly at the doctor's office and slammed against the walls by no one. In the emergency room, the kids were taken to the psychiatric ward at Northlake Hospital. When each child was interviewed on their own, a low growl was heard, and their eyes seemed to bulge out of their little heads. 3 adults witnessed the child walking without help up a wall, up to the ceiling, then backflip down again over 20 feet. No evidence of abuse was ever found. LaToya looked to a psychic who came to see her at her house. The psychic saged the house, blessed it, then informed her there was well over 200 demons residing in her house.
I was very frightened. I knew I was up against something supernatural. I knew it wasn't anything of this world. I knew it was only one way to fight it, and that was with God. The last night we was there, it was very violent. It picked up a lamp from out of my bedroom and threw it into the living room. It was throwing chairs. They were throwing chairs. Oh yeah, it picked up like air freshener cans, threw the can. Everything was happening all at once. So we grabbed some clothes and grabbed what we could, and we ran out of the house. As we was running out of the house, it picked my oldest son up and threw him off the porch.
Local news caught wind, and a Catholic priest, Father Magano, after visiting with LaToya and her children, he obtained permission to perform a full exorcism with the help of Bishop Dale Melichek in June 2012. They presided over 3 full exorcisms of the house. LaToya had enough and moved out, and another family moved in and had no paranormal activity at all. In 2014, the unknown house's owners sold it for $35,000 to Zach Baggins from TV's Ghost Adventures. Zach used the home to make his documentary Demon House, then had the residents demolished shortly after production. Today, some of the house's interior resides at Baggins Paranormal Museum in Las Vegas.
At one point believed this house was the portal to hell.
There was a portal.
LaToya moved out of the house and now lives many miles away. She knows her story is hard to believe.
Some people claim that you made this all up, that this was some sort of an elaborate hoax. Is this a hoax?
No, I don't feel that someone will have a reason to make something up like that.
Do you believe that house is possessed by demons?
I do. I feel that it's something very bad going on there.
What happened to LaToya Ammons and her children? Did 200 demons really inhabit the small residence? The house is gone now, but does the evil remain? Journey with us every Wednesday as we explore the unusual world around us and the things that inhabit it, like Bigfoot, extraterrestrials, ghosts, and the incredible canvas of the unexplained. This is the world of Ecto Portal. Join us at ectoportal.podbean.com every Wednesday, 8 a.m. Pacific.